like I always do, and we have a lot of expectations for ourselves that we want to complete, and I think that if we just stay true to who we are, we can get it done.
What has that dynamic been in practice?
It's been great, competitive. There's a lot of voices going on, just a lot of leadership. Everything's been great.
And when players think of Myles Rice, what will they see on the court?
A guy that's going to go out there and do whatever it takes to win. Bring energy every night, not take a night off, and just, like I say, just whatever it takes to win, whether that's, defending, rebounding, whatever you can think of, I'm going to go do it to go win, and that's what I'm about.
Myles, you talked about goals, team goals, being a new guy on it. What are some of those team goals that you had to quickly adapt to?
I think the most important team goal that we just wanted to establish a culture and a style of play, and that started from day one. We're doing a lot of running, a lot of team bonding. That's the only way that we can really, set that dynamic and set that standard of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it.
What have practices been like with this depth? You brought in a lot of guards yourself. You're one of them. K9 Carlisle, one of the others. You got Luke coming in as well. Just a lot of guys, but they brought a lot of strong pieces. That has to make practices fun yet competitive.
Oh yeah, it's natural for when you get in that setting, start to compete, and that's what practice has been like all the time. It's been fun. It's been energetic. A lot of controlled chaos because tempers can get a little feisty, but we're going out there, we're playing the sport that we love, so that's normal, and it's just beautiful to see that we're gelling so quick and being able to play good basketball right now.
And talking to the guys, they've mentioned a lot of different activities you guys have done over the offseason, whether pickleball, Bible study, fishing. What's been your favorite?
For me personally, I love the Bible study, man. I love getting into my word, but that's only for me personally. But as far as the team thing, I think the miniature golf was the best thing for us.
Okay.
I think it was 5 teams of 4, and we was out there competing, going out there doing what we need to do. But I think the team chemistry, the team bonding activities helped us with our team chemistry, and like I said, it goes to help us set our precedent and our standard how we're gonna be.
Did you win in your group for mini golf?
I'm gonna give credit to the team that won. They won. I don't know. It was a little bit of scorecard mess up somewhere, but hey, I'm not gonna take away their win.
Anthony said he's the most competitive on the team. Is that true?
I feel like anybody on the team should say they're the most competitive. I believe I'm the most competitive, but hey, I don't say anybody on the team, they should personally say that they're the most competitive. But I definitely say it's me and Lil up there for sure.
I was talking to Omar a few moments ago, and he mentioned how you beat him in the regular season last year.
Yeah.
You still give him a little bit for that?
No, of course, always. I'm 2-0 against Arizona in my time of playing. So I told him this year we get a chance to, play Arizona down in the Bahamas. I'll make sure you go 1-0 and I can go 3-0. But I always give him a little kick for it because I hit the game winning shot when we was at Washington State. Now when we played at Arizona, they did a great job scouting me. I had a hard night. I couldn't buy one, but like I said, my teammates at Washington State, they held it down for me, so that's why I was able to go 2-0.
Now, obviously, you're the only guy coming from Wazoo, but how does it feel to have some other guys coming from that Pac-12 to kind of, get facilitated here at Indiana?
It feels good for sure. I've been knowing Kanan since I was little, but I've been knowing Balo. I've got to know him more since we've been here, but I've been seeing him the last 2 to 3 years in the Pac. So, just having those familiar guys that you play basketball against, you kind of build a bond regardless. And kind of building that Pac-12 bond a little bit, bringing it over to the Big Ten as long as with the schools as well. But it's just great to have some of those guys that you're familiar with coming along with you.
What stood out most about Bloomington so far in your time here?
The authenticity. Woody, the coaching staff, the players here. When I came on my visit, they were nothing but authentic to me and my family. And like I said, I always tell myself, if they were like that on the first day, I can only imagine how it would be when time goes over and we keep building that bond each and every day. So that's ultimately why I came to Indiana.
What are some things at Wazoo that you learned that you want to carry over to Indiana?
Just how to persevere, just bringing my leadership capabilities over here, knowing that, in hard times it really shows who we are and what we can get done. And I think, in any season there's not going to be strictly only good moments. There's going to be bad moments. There's going to be times where you might be a little bit of a plateau, but you always got to fight and bounce back. So,
You played in the Pac-12, obviously no longer, but you had a few big games. You ever meet Bill Walton? What was he like?
So crazy thing is, this is a crazy story. So first time I met Bill Walton was when we played at Stanford. That was one of my biggest games of the year. And then the second time he came to one of our practices when we played at Oregon, and we won. I think me and Washington State and Oregon, like, we were going for second place at the time, and it was like a real close game all the way to the end. I think like we won by maybe like 3 or 4, got the game-winning rebound, and that was the last game he ever commentated, was the game at Oregon. So that's one of the things that I always have, like, for people, like, the last game Bill Walton ever commentated was Washington State at Oregon, and also one of my best games of that, and one of my favorite games I've had all year.
Do you believe that the Pac-12 is the conference of champions, like you said?
100%. Like, I'm never gonna bash the Pac-12. Man, I think that's great basketball. It's great football. It's a great conference for sports. Like, I'm kind of sad to see that it got broken up, but like, it's a lot of great athletes, a lot of great schools, a lot of great education systems out there. It's amazing. I love it.
Did you watch the Apple Cup game?
Of course. Like, that's a no-brainer. Like, even though I'm here at Indiana, I still got my ties at Washington State. I always let people know that. Like,
That had to feel good. Right?
yeah, it felt like I had Apple Cup won and Indiana won by 30 against UCLA. I had a great day. I had an amazing day Saturday. I won all day.
Are you going to be flying Old Crimson at College Game Day at some point?
You know what? I might have to. Like, the crazy thing is, College Game Day was in Columbia, South Carolina, where I was born, and having good old Crimson there, like, that's another thing that made my day great. Like, I had good old Crimson in Columbia, South Carolina. You can't get better than that.
What excites you